What's going on, people? Ryan Williams, AFC, back with another video. Here to preview the game, the last fixture in the Europa League group stages. Standard Liege versus Arsenal. Of course, guys, if you're new to the channel, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. It's always good to hear from you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, of course. Do get hit up on Twitter and the DM, so guys, leave it in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on the lineup I'm about to put out. Now, before we just before we get into the lineup, excuse me, there's been a lot of news since, you know, our first victory in over 2 months. And I know we all got excited, do you know what I mean? And deservedly so. We've been shit. Let's be real. But in the end, in that game, we were shit for 60 minutes, and somehow the boys, I think it literally, something just snapped, and then Martinelli, Pepe, and Aubameyang doing the business for us. And since then, you know, more manager news and more links. Carlo Ancelotti has been sacked from Napoli. Boy, a sack season for managers, you know. Flip it out. And the craziest thing is, he's been linked to Arsenal. Would I personally want him? I don't know. I think we might have missed the boat with him. With Carlo Ancelotti. I think if we'd have taken him, I think we should have taken him during the times we should have got rid of Wenger, or maybe, I don't know, because again, we did beat Napoli pretty convincingly in the Europa League last season. Do you know what I'm saying? So again, but you don't know, because he has been Liverpool's bogey team. Do you know what I mean? Napoli have been Liverpool's bogey team this season and last season. Do you know what I mean? The only team they can't seem to beat them away, home or away. So do you know what I mean? I don't know. But regardless of that, we know the credentials of Carlo Ancelotti. We know he's Premier League proven. We've seen him do it with Chelsea. So would you guys take him? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Now, we know Kieran Tierney is injured. We know he's got a shoulder problem. There's reports saying that he could be out up to 3 months. So that's going to be a big miss. So we'll probably well, I'm hoping we see him, you know, hopefully after January. But, you know, maybe mid-February, hopefully. But it's a dislocated shoulder. It's going to take time. So what are we going to do? Because Kolasinac is the only left back we got. And again, we're back down to this situation where we already got one wing back. Do you know what I'm saying? So we know AZ Maitland-Niles played right back for the game against West Ham. So, you know, because Chambers stepped in. Socrates and Louise was dropped. Socrates played, in fact. Do you know what I mean? So that was a positive. And you know what? For as poor as we've been all season, we only managed to concede one last week. And I'm not even last week, a couple of days ago, and I'm shocked by that. And Socrates did put a better performance in, but, you know, it wasn't gonna. We all know how I feel about Socrates. But look, I'm not here to moan about the team. We just got to take that little momentum into every single game until we can sort the manager situation out and sort out what we're trying to do. Do you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. We just gotta, you know, I'm just nervous about Man City this weekend. That's the only thing that's running around my mind. This game is not, let's be real. The only thing we need to do is get a point. That's all we need to do, because we pretty much are top of the group. We lost our last game against Frankfurt, but the only way we're going to be in danger is if Standard Liège beat us by 5-0, which, you know, no disrespect to Standard Liège, they are bottom of the group for a reason. I mean, well, Vittoria's there, but regardless of that, nah, no chance. Do you know what I'm saying? I can't see that. And especially when everyone's still enthusiastic over the away win against Aston Villa the other day. So, again, what do we do? So, for me, excuse me, guys, I'm going to give you my starting 11 of who I think should play in the game. So, of course, I'm going to put Emi Martinez back in goal. I think, you know, he could definitely use a run out. You know, what, we got the FA Cup next. That's the only cup competition we got other than the Europa League, because he's not getting a Premier League game. We know that, unless Leno gets injured. But Leno's been in fantastic form, and we need that this Sunday against Manchester City. So there's no chance Leno's going to play. Now, this is when it gets tricky with the defence, because we all know the defence has not been great. But we're going to see what we can pick for this. So a game that's kind of pretty much careless. Well, not careless, but we need a point here. So the defenders, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, are gonna throw him back in there. Callum Chambers stays put. I'm gonna rest Socrates, so I'm gonna take him back out of the team. I'm gonna put Holden in there. He's fit. I don't see why not. He's fully fit to play, so I don't see why not. Kolasinac, left back. In the middle now, I'm gonna go slight. I'm gonna mix up slightly. I'm gonna put 3 in the middle here. I'm gonna put Torreira. I'm gonna put Guendouzi, and you know what? I'm gonna pick Joe Willock in this one. Only because I feel like, again, this game, we're pretty much through. Do you know what I mean? We just need a point. That's all we need. And look, I know we've been shit, and I'm not getting excited just because we beat West Ham, and I'm glad we did. But I can't see us losing this. I really can't. If we do, then it is what it is. But I don't know. I think the players are going to be revved up from the other day. So Joe Willock, you know, hopefully he can have a better game, because the last couple of games he stepped in, it hasn't, let's be right, it hasn't been great. It has been great. So hopefully, you know, he can do well. Now this is when it's going to get really interesting. So what do we do when it comes to the wingers? I think for me, I'm going to go with Reece Nelson. I think he needs to start playing. He's only recently just got back in the side. He did play the last 7 minutes of the West Ham game coming off the bench. So I think it's important for him to get some minutes under his belt. So I'm gonna go with Reece Nelson. I'm gonna go with Alexander Lacazette up top. We played Aubameyang. I think he's gonna need a rest. We're gonna need him this Sunday, of course. And I'm gonna keep Gabriel Martinelli in there, man, because again, like, you know, I think he should play this Sunday. But this kid's fresh. I don't see why not. So, you know, Saka's on the bench as well. So we could bring Saka on if need be. In fact, there's a case for Saka to either start. He hasn't really played, but we don't know. So, guys, what do you think of my team? Do you think it's good enough? I'll quickly go through it again. Emilio Martinez in goal. The defence, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, Callum Chambers, Rob Holding, and Sead Kolasinac. In the midfield, we have Matteo Guendouzi, Lucas Torreira, and Joe Willock. And up top, we have Gabriel Martinelli, Lacazette from the middle, and on the right, Reece Nelson. So, guys, let me know what you think of that team. We got Ozil on the bench. Do you know what I mean? So, again, we know Ozil. There's a lot of debate on him recently about, you know, since we put him back in the team, it hasn't been right. I've gone on record and said that myself. And, you know, personally, like I said, he's on the bench, but we have to think about Sunday. Do you know what I mean? I'm confident the boys can go out there and put a performance on and get the win. If not, at least get a point. It's pivotal. Do you know what I mean? And, you know, the Champions League, we're starting to see teams falling. We got Ajax coming into the Europa League. That's going to be fun. I'm pretty sure I think Inter Milan might join us too. So there's a lot of other teams going to be dropping soon. So this is like the last fixture. So we need to be stepping it up in this competition as well. We got any chance of trying to win this to get back into the Champions League. If top 4 is not going to work out, and you know my feelings on top 4 already. I don't know. It's still, we're right in the middle again. I mean, but you never know. But for me, I don't think so. But prove me wrong, Arsenal. Prove me wrong. So guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel, of course. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Hit the links in the description of my Twitter and Instagram. And I'm going to go for an Arsenal victory. I'm going to go for 3-1. I think Lacazette needs this as well, because he hasn't really been playing as well as we'd like him to play. Do you know what I mean? He didn't start the season with an injury, and he didn't play for a bit, and he come back in the side. But ever since he come back, he hasn't really been great. Do you know what I mean? So hopefully this for me, this is a big game for him to come back and, you know, give us some of that Lacazette power that we've been missing. Do you know what I'm saying? So guys, peace out.